Guessing the meanings of words. Book pages number 27 and 28. Tips for guessing meanings. Read the whole paragraph. Find out the clues. Connect the clues. Guess the meanings. This is the paragraph that is given on the pages 27 and 28. We will read it, then we will find out the clues, then we will try to find out the connect the clues, and at the end you will see how we will be able to find out or guess the meanings of the highlighted words or all the difficult words. Let's start it. Karachi, July 24. A police spokesman told reporters that an unidentified man had knifed 6 people here yesterday evening. The victims were only slightly injured. Extra uniformed and plain-clothed police have been deployed in various residential areas and tourist spots to track down the assailant. Eyewitnesses said that the assailant was in his early 20s, had dark skin, short hair, and wore glasses. One of the victims said he did not see him, but felt a sharp knife thrust into his left side. I hailed a taxi and went straight to the hospital, he said. In the very first line, the word police is our first clue. Then you can see knife. Then you can find out victims injured. In the first paragraph, we have found almost 3 clues. Police. When we pronounce this word, when we hear this word, we are alert and we feel that there is something wrong. And knife is a tool that is used for cutting or for it can be used for hurting someone, for doing something bad. Then victims and injured. These 2 words also show that there is something wrong because they are also not pleasing words. They do not explain something pleasing. So we have found 4 clues, and these 4 clues shows that the whole paragraph is about some unpleasing happening, some sorrowful event, or some horrible happening. So the few words are helping us to move forward. A police spokesman. Spoke is a second form of speak. The person who talks, the person who speaks. So here spokesman mean the person who speaks on the behalf of somebody else. So here spokesman, a police spokesman means the representative of a police who is talking with the reporters. And what he's telling, unidentified man had knifed 6 people here. Unidentified. ID card. We all have ID cards. ID cards mean identification cards. Why we are making identification cards? Because whenever somebody is asking us for the identification card, we produce it to show who we are, to uh, to tell our identification. Okay, so unidentified mean the person whom nobody knows. We do not know who was the person with the knife, and what he did, he knifed. It means um, here the knife is used as a verb, as a action. What this man did, he knifed six people. It means he hurt the six people with his knife. The victims were only slightly injured. Injured is also not very difficult word and not very unknown word. We know it. Injury. Usually you hear this word in cricket match, and you also hear in the hospitals or in common day talk, like he got injury. When you got hurt, you got injury. Slightly mean not very serious injury. The people or the victims were not seriously injured. Extra uniformed and plain clothed. Extra mean um, the people who are not needed at some place. For example, maybe in the police station they were not required, but they were required somewhere else. Uniformed, it means if somebody see them, they could identify them as a police. And plain clothed. Plain mean if you are not in a uniform, then you are wearing plain clothes. And when the people are in plain clothes, they cannot be identified as somebody special, or we can identify the people when they are wearing uniform. We identify them according to their profession. So here, the nobody can know that they are also police. Have been deployed in various residential areas. Deployed is the difficult word. We do not know it. But deployed in various residential areas. Areas is also a clue that is telling us, that is helping us to know the meaning of deployed. It means they were placed, they were posted, or they were present. Where they were present? In different residential areas. Residential areas mean where the people are living. And tourist sports. Tourist is also a very common word. Tourists are the people who visit some place uh, to live there for a few days, for a few months, or for a little time, to enjoy the place. So they are also visiting the tourist places, tourist areas. To track down the assailant. Assailant is also difficult word. We do not know who is assailant and how we can guess the assailant. Of course, if the police uh, is involved, what has happened previously? There was somebody who injured the people. So if police is deployed, if the police is outside, so they are looking for what? They are finding out the person who is the criminal who did all this bad happening, to track down the salient. Police, what is the function of police? To search, to find out the person. So we can guess the meaning of track down. Eyewitnesses said that. Eyewitnesses, we do not know the meaning of eyewitnesses, so we let us guess it. Eye is a body organ, and you can watch with your eye, you can see with your eye, you can observe with your eye. So eyewitnesses said, it means eye eyes do not speak, but the person who has seen something with his own eyes said. So he spoke. Eyewitness mean the person who has seen something with his own eyes. And he said what he said, that the assailant, it means the criminal, the person who attacked, the attacker, was in his early 20s, had dark skin, short hair, and wore glasses. It is a physical description of the person who injured the people. One of the victims said he did not see him, but felt a sharp knife thrust into his left side. Thrust is also a difficult word. We do not know the meaning of it. Sharp knife. Sharp knife. Again, these two words are giving us a clue. What he did with his knife. Thrust mean here, if we guess, not the exact meaning, but it also mean hurt, attacked into his left side, because into his left side what the knife did, thrust. So we are guessing the word, the meaning of the word. I hailed a taxi. Who is telling? The person who is a victim of the assailant. I hailed a taxi and went straight to the hospital. Taxi and hospital is helping us, because how could he go to hospital by taxi? So I hailed a taxi and went. Hailed here can be he, I called a taxi, I welcomed a taxi, I hired a taxi, and went straight to the hospital. He said, who is telling? The person who got injury. I hope so. This lesson was interesting and I helped you a little bit to understand how to guess the meanings of the words. Thank you very much. If this video is really helpful for you, please do subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends.